Hello, welcome to your quote of the day. How are you doing? It's almost the end of June. Like tomorrow is literally the last day of June. And here in England, it's quite cold today. Like I'm literally wearing my sweater. Huh. Alexa, what's the temperature? I don't even know what's the temperature.
At the moment, it's 16 degrees Celsius.
16 degrees Celsius. Alexa, shut up. It's 16 degrees outside. Anyway, today I have a very interesting quote. It's from an author called Goff, and he's a New York Times bestseller. And he is a founder of Love Does. He's a speaker, and he's a dream big person. And he wrote a book called Dream Big. Now, I haven't read the book, but I really love this quote that I found from him that says, "We won't be distracted by comparison if we are captivated with purpose." Bam! How powerful. How true is that? Do you agree with it? I certainly do, because comparison is the theft of joy. Find me a person who compares herself or himself to somebody else and who is happy. You can't even be happy when you compare yourself to people who are worse off. Less than less when you compare yourself to people who are better off or more successful or whatever. The fact is, when you compare yourself, you are basically saying you're better or worse than somebody else. The truth is, we are all unique. We all have our own challenges. And it's not fair to look up to people who are doing or having a harder life than yours, because you don't know what they've been going through. And maybe if you have been going through the same things as they did, maybe you will be even worse than them. And so try not to do. I know it's human nature. We all do it from time to time to compare ourselves, but is a recipe for disaster. And also, when do you feel you're comparing yourself to others? It's usually when you have a lot of time, and usually you're bored. The fact is, when you are driven by purpose, you have no time to compare yourself to others. And when you're living by purpose, you're so happy that and busy, because you're maybe happy. It's okay. Happiness is a feeling, it's an emotion that comes and goes. But if you're living with purpose, your life is much more joyful. And if you're joyful, you are more accepted. You have a higher acceptance of people as they are, with their shortcomings and their things that you find limiting, etc. So when we live with purpose, we are much more living a much more satisfying life, and we tend not to compare ourselves, because honestly, I have realized that when I compare myself in the better or worst, it's usually because I am feeling miserable. So I'm either going to feel more miserable because I'm comparing myself to people who I see as successful or they have it all, or I'm trying to feel better by comparing myself to people who are doing worse than me. And it's not going to happen that I'm going to suddenly feel better about that. But it's, again, we are humans, so we tend to do this when we're feeling a very low energy. So if you're feeling like this, stop right here, right now, and think about something that can bring you closer to your life purpose, whatever it is. It can be your business, it can make your kids easier life, or it can be bringing a smile to your friend, or helping an animal in distress, or saving the environment. Whatever it is that makes you feel in alignment with your purpose. Live that one as much as you can. So you don't need to compare yourself to others, because there is no one in the world exactly like you. There's never been one exactly like you, and there will never be. So you're amazing just as you are. Shine your light in the world, because the world, we all need that special light that is only from you, that you can only give us. So please shine your light, and thank you for listening. If you like this podcast, please like and subscribe. Ciao!